talk about if you seem desperate. I get this common worry so much with not just my clients, but I see it a lot on comments and posts about, am I being desperate? I don't want to seem desperate. What are the signs of me being desperate? I don't want to be that desperate guy. It's a popular word in dating. So I really wanted to hop on to talk about that and comment on that today. But before I get into that, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm Ruby Love, the dating coach for the good, intentioned gentleman. Okay, so there are already a lot of YouTube videos and articles listing out how you seem desperate. They probably list out about 10 to 20 different ways and behaviors that make you seem desperate. I'm not going to do that because there is really one main root. Well, I guess you'd say two. Probably 2 points I want to make, but there is one main root here that I feel like would really solve the main issue of this. And that is asking yourself, are you desperate? Are you desperate? Are you desperate to have a girlfriend right now? Are you desperate to get married and have kids right now? Are you desperate to be validated now? Right? Are you clinging on to this desire and this goal because you're really desperate in it? If that's a yes, more than likely you are showing signs of being desperate. And here's the thing, guys. I see that there is a worry at times about, oh, if I ask her out a second time, or if I check in with her about the date, because, we scheduled the date and I didn't remind her about it. But if I remind her, do I seem desperate, right? If she all of a sudden didn't respond to me after we had 2 great dates, and I'm really confused on what happened. Do I seem desperate? If I ask her, hey, what's going on? I'm really confused and surprised. Do I seem desperate and all those things? There is a difference between you taking an action because you're desperate and you need her, you need this in your life, versus you want an answer. You don't want to be that type of person where it's okay for someone to treat you that way, where it's okay for someone to just ghost you after so many great dates. It's okay for them to have these behaviors and ghost you, acting as if like maybe it just won't hurt you or they don't care. It's not an okay behavior for girls or guys to do that. Right? It's okay to say what you want. It's okay to say that something's confusing, right? It's okay to say those things and get your answer. Honestly, when people do that, that shows boldness, that shows confidence, that shows courage. You're not trying to get her to like you, right? If that was your intent, that's something else to talk about. But when you're feeling confused, when you're feeling like, I want to go on this date with this girl, I do, and I want to ask her on the date, but I don't want to seem desperate. If you want to ask her on a date, ask her on a date. It doesn't matter how it seems. And I've said this in many of my other videos, but I'm going to say it here, just in case you haven't seen the other ones. But no one is perfect. There's always going to be someone that's going to misunderstand you, misinterpret what you're doing and what you're saying. That just happens. And what matters is that you know what you're doing, you know your intent, you know what you're asking for and what you're saying. And if someone's going to misunderstand you, that's just going to happen, right? So it's important to know, if you want to ask for that date, you ask for that date. And if she leaves you hanging and you're confused by it and you don't appreciate that, it's okay for you to say, hey, I'm really confused. I thought we had a really great first date and now you're not responding, so I'd appreciate it if I could get an understanding here of what happened. That's okay, right? So it's not a bad look per se if 1 or 2 ladies think that you seem desperate. It happens. There's going to be people who will think certain things of you, but if you know that's not true, if you know you're saying what you did, because you just wanted answers, or you're curious, or you just wanted to say how you feel, or you really just genuinely wanted that second date, right? And she said no, okay then, right? But you're not doing it out of desperation. And if you feel those things that I said before, if you feel like you are desperate, that's something else to work on. That's an internal obstacle there, that if you keep feeling that way, it is not good for dating success. It is not. To have those feelings of desperation that it needs to happen. It doesn't lead to success. I would highly suggest to get more guidance and support in that internal working, normally through mindset coaches, life coaches, and therapists, because that's very internal. But otherwise, if you feel like you're not, quite honestly, you can be bold and can be confident and say and tell someone that how she acted wasn't okay, or that you do want that date and it's sorry that it didn't work out, but you wish she could have told you earlier. Whichever it is, there's so many actions I feel that guys worry about and seeming desperate, but at the end of the day, it's about really reflecting on your own behavior. Excuse me, what your intent is, feeling confident in that, and that's it. Empower yourself. And if you're not desperate, you're not desperate. That's what matters, guys. All right? Thank you so much for watching. I hope that helps. You can still look at the lists of things that may seem desperate, but like I said, I think this is really the core to it. And if you still feel like you have the dating mindset for you is not there, then let's talk. Click the link in the bio and let's chat and figure it out. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.